Hello, Starlight Armada here, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial video on a moon rocket. So we're just going to grab our command pod and we're going to make sure it's facing the right way. We need a battery. Okay, we need a battery and a parachute. This is just going to be like a little how-to video for a little simple moon rocket. So we're gonna need drogue chutes. Okay, checking the symmetry, making sure it's at 2. So there we go, making sure that we have set up our staging for it. And now we will be going with a, pretty sure, a decoupler. Okay, the Rocco Max brand decoupler. Okay, we got that going, but we can't really do that without a heat shield because we'll be entering Earth's atmosphere. So okay, now we got that done. Alright, I like to do mine without the fairing like that. I don't like it like that because, I don't know, sometimes the game messes up and it doesn't appear. So we're going to be going with that. Kind of don't mind me if I talk fast because, well, right now we're going for the RCS tanks. Make sure you guys got these because, yeah, you need RCS. And we're just making sure that they kind of don't stick out too far for re-entry heating. Now we're going for our blocks, our RCS blocks. These are just to make sure that we have, oh, they're kind of sticking out a little bit. Might have to move those up. Make sure that you guys kind of got everything tucked in on re-entry, otherwise they will heat up and they will burn up and they will explode. So make sure you guys do that. Alright, now we're just checking our staging. Make sure you guys check your staging because one time I didn't check mine and I messed up everything. I don't know. Because it takes a long time to build all this stuff. So, but anyways, we're gonna go for another reaction wheel, or for a reaction. It's called a reaction wheel. These things will save your butt if you run out of RCS, so I highly recommend them. Right now, we're just looking at a tank that isn't gonna be, well, doesn't have enough fuel, so we're gonna be going with this one, the Rocco Max X232 fuel tank. And after that, we're gonna be going for a reaction wheel, putting that on the bottom. Now we're going to be needing power, so we need something to, well, I mean RCS. Make sure you guys put RCS tanks on there. We're going to be needing some solar panels. Okay, well, first we're going to grab the battery and we'll get the solar panels done in. Okay, that looks good. Alright, the nebula is coming in. Alright, now we're going to grab the Poodle engine. Throw that on the bottom. It doesn't got enough to lift us off Earth, but it's got enough to get us home. So, yeah. Alright, now we're going to go for our landing gear. Yeah, well, I don't know. But anyways, the Poodle engine will have enough to get us home. You know, it's a good little engine. I highly recommend it. So, here it is. There's the Nebula lander, but I still got to put RCS blocks on there. So, I recommend putting them on either end of your spacecraft. See how? Oops! I gotta put these somewhere else. Okay. Alrighty. Now we're gonna put these on a very kind of towards the bottom because you want full control over your little spacecraft. So, okay, we're just the game's telling us stuff ain't there, so I ain't worried about it. Other than that, make sure you guys kind of got everything kind of tucked in, otherwise something might blow up on the re-entry. So we're gonna be, we're just making sure everything's set up right and in order. Right now we're just messing with the parachutes. It says something's blocked, but I don't see how that's even possible. So I'm gonna switch my symmetry back to 2 and get our staging right. Alright, there we go. Okay, this video is kind of a fast video, so okay, now we're just checking on, oh, that's you don't want your engine that damn close to the, oh, excuse me, but anyways, you don't want it that close to the ground, so I would suggest kind of toying with it a little bit. And there we go. That looks better. That looks a heck of a lot better. So alrighty, and there it is. It's a good little spacecraft for the moon, or if you want to go to Minimus, I mean, it will make it to Minimus. It's got enough fuel. Okay, now we're just gonna be kind of looking for, yeah, a little power. Yeah, because you need power for your pod. Need power for everything to, But it says we don't got no communication. This is a pretty cool little saddle or little dish. I was gonna put it on there, but then I decided to go with this one because I don't know, I didn't have to use so many parts, or I didn't have to move so many parts, so I just said the heck with it. That's good enough. Okay, we got all that. RCS looks good. Okay, and right here we're just gonna be, I was thinking about what I'm gonna name the dang thing, and I kinda at the last minute I just jumped at nebula because it's, I don't know, it's just, I couldn't think of nothing else, so but yeah, it's a little nebula spacecraft right here. It'll be going to the moon, and then in this, well, we're going to start building the bottom half of it. As you can see, it's just a decoupler, a reaction wheel, and we're going to go with this big old giant tank right here. Remember these tanks, these are good tanks. For some odd reason, I don't know, I don't mind using them, so. But we're just going to, make sure we stick 2 of those together, should be alright. Okay, now we're going to be looking for, well, I was thinking about, power and another reaction wheel, but it kind of looked too big. See, it looked too much, and then the engine's got to go on the bottom of it. So I just kind of better off just. I didn't even. I was thinking about it, but then that's in a different tutorial video. I'll make you guys on one on how to put parts into parts, and how to make your spacecraft a little bit more usable and cool looking, I guess is the word for it. But anyways, I was checking out this reaction wheel. Then I went to RCS blocks again because I forgot I needed. You remember, folks, you gotta be able to control your spacecraft. So make sure you got these. Next, we'll be putting on the RCS tanks. So come on, there we go. I was trying to do everything real quick, so I sped up the video. So don't mind if it's kind of quick. So alrighty. Okay. Got that. We're going to be going with this big old giant. You see how that looks? It doesn't look right, so I'm going to take that off. I'm just going to have to fly this manually, I guess. So, okay, so there it is, the nebula. This part right here will get you down to the moon. This part right here, and now we're just going to be structural, making sure our structure is there and saving it. Make sure you save your game, folks. Sometimes it messes up. Okay, we got our strutting done. Okay, this part's gonna be enough to get you to the moon and land there and all the other stuff. So now we gotta build the external tanks that get us into orbit. So we're just gonna be grabbing what the hell is that damn thing? A Sepatron. And you kind of don't want them like this, otherwise all 4 tanks will decouple at the same time. So we're gonna be doing an asparagus staging. So we're gonna have to do them 2 by 2. So. Okay, and I'll get more into the asparagus staging in a later video, in the next video, in the next how-to video. So just hold on. This is just something that But anyways, we're just trying to snap that tank's gonna be too small, so we're gonna go with the same size tank. So, because if it works, I guess don't fix it. If it's not broke, don't fix it, I guess. So that didn't line up, so I'm going to use the smaller tank. Okay. Alright, that looks alright, I guess. I don't know. Okay, now we're just lining up the other tank. This is going to be the first tanks to drop right here. And then the second tanks on the sides. And then the third tank. Or then the 5th tank in the middle is going to be the one to get us to the moon. So now we're just doing our staging. Checking it, making sure everything's good. Then we need to make our fuel lines, and we're grabbing our fuel lines. Going to be going from this one to the side ones to the middle. That's the asparagus, because that tank's going to drop off, then the side tank, and then we're going to be left with a full tank in the middle. So that's how the asparagus staging works. So now we're gonna get into our structural integrity. So alright, we're gonna be putting a strut right here to there. We got our symmetry set on 2, so we can't really do 4. So do another strut right there. Okay, that looks alright. That's gonna hold our tank in place, and we're gonna do 2 more on the bottom here. So alright, and there we go. Okay, now we gotta do it again for the other tanks. Yeah, I know it's kind of a lot of parts putting together, but kind of a lot to remember. But you know, if you can't remember how to build it, just refer, you know, just watch the video again, I guess. I mean, it's kind of it's the simplest way of how I can show you guys on how to get to the moon. So okay, we got it all strutted up. Or checking our staging. Make sure you check your staging, because you don't want it to mess up, you know, because it takes us a long time to build all this stuff. So yeah, make sure you don't I guess F it up. Alright, we already got lights and all that. We don't need these guys. Alright, we're gonna send Kerman to the moon. Alright, and we will be going to the Explorer base. We'll be landing there, checking it out, or not really checking it out, just landing and coming home. Okay, now we're just getting our trajectory right. We gotta make sure that your spacecraft is pointed at 12 and the moon is pointed at around 2 o'clock. So that's what we're just getting set up right here. See how I'm kind of judging that? Alright, that looks good enough, I guess. This is the nebula rocket, I guess. Alright, so we're just gonna be going up and getting our butts into space now. Alright, we're using fuel pretty good. The 2 side tanks are gonna be dropping off, leaving us with just the 3. So yeah, the fuel's going pretty quick, and we're going up in the air pretty dang quick. So we already made it out of low Earth. We already made it out of the low atmosphere, and we just decoupled. Okay, we're going up pretty dang fast. We're already at 17, 20. Alright, almost burning up in the atmosphere, but that's okay. Don't worry about that. These tanks are going to separate. These tanks right there are going to separate, and then we'll be left with the last one to go to the moon. Okay, we made it out of Earth's atmosphere. We're at 47, 50. Oh, we're climbing pretty good. We're already at 1600, 1700. Remember, folks, we need to get to 2700 ms to reach the moon. So we're at 18. Alright, and at 2500 we will be slowing down. So yeah. Alright, we already decoupled all our stuff. Okay, might as well turn the light. There we'll be going. There's where we're going. Okay, we got that. Alrighty, and we're going pretty good. We're almost there at 25. We're gonna slow down about halfway right there. So, and then whenever, okay, alright, 26. At 26, slow down to about a quarter and just kind of glide out. And once you hit 27 and start slowing down to like right about there. And you're gonna come out. We're gonna get a moon encounter. Alrighty, there we go. Alright. Now, if you kind of notice, it's kind of our encounters, or well, our trajectory is kind of a little tilted. So we're gonna fix that. See that? It's kind of a little tilted. So you want that to touch that purple line to touch the white line. So I'm gonna get that fixed here. Just checking out how much fuel we have. A lot of fuel. So we're gonna turn on the lights. It doesn't really illuminate it too good, but I don't know. All right. So now, see how that looks. So we're gonna be pointing up. Yeah, we're gonna be pointing up. We're gonna be pointing at this little triangle here. So, or normal. Anyways, we're gonna fix our trajectory. So, and okay, that looks about good. So, yeah, all right, we fixed it. Now we're just well, we need to float out there. We float out to the moon, you know. Alright, and we're going to be starting off pretty good, so okay, kind of floating around out here is, you know, but anyways, here we go, we're going to the moon. Alrighty, alright, let's fast forward in it real quick. Okay, and there we go. Alright, our periaps or apple apps or whatever the heck, it's probably, I don't know. But anyways, we're going to be going to radial in. Remember this little marking right here on the nav ball. It's radial in. It's right down there at the corner. Remember that one. Whenever you get there, because that's what it does. Alrighty. 3, 2. Alright, we got our periaps or our apple apps or whatever the heck it's called. At oh, and there's the Explorer base. There's where we're going. I just built this base. It's on, I know, but I just built it. It's pretty cool, I guess. It's a nice little base. It's just something I've got bored, so I built it. So, but anyways, here we are. We're just kind of coming into the moon. We got everything down. Okay. Now we just gotta fast forward because this part kind of took a little while, but I got it. Oh, almost too fast. Alright, now we're gonna be getting an orbit around the moon, or the mun. That way we can make a landing down at the Explorer base. So if you guys done everything right, like in the video, you guys should get this. Okay. Now we're just getting our orbit. Alright. Okay. Alright, now we're going down there. Alright, we see our orbit kind of crosses the path of the Explorer. We got to make this shorter, so we got a little bit of thrusting to do. We got a little bit of fuel left, so and we are going to be landing in the dark, so it's going to be a kind of a challenge. I don't know if my landing lights are going to work or not, but hopefully they do. But if they don't, I've done this so many dang times, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of easy for me now. So, but before, holy man, you guys should have seen how many wrecks I had. How many times I crashed into the moon. But it, it's a learning experience, So that's why I'm making these videos. That way, you guys, you guys can have some help. But anyways, we're going over here, trying to get to the Explorer base. Okay, we might need to burn upwards, and we're at 536 meters per second, and we're almost above. But if you guys can see, it's kind of off, so we're gonna point. Well, we're gonna point north again and get our trajectory. You see how it's kind of off right there? It's on the bottom. It's kind of, I know it's kind of a big ship, but I tried it out anyways. Okay, there we go. Whew. All right, our trajectory is on, and will be burning retrograde. Okay, now we're slowing ourselves down, and we are just coming down, trying to get this little encounter and everything done. Yeah, trying to get everything right the first time, because it's pretty dang hard trying to land these things in the dark. But if you guys land in the dark, make sure you guys got landing lights, pointing downward and all this other, yada yada yada. Because if you guys don't have any lights, you ain't gonna be able to see the ground, and it's gonna kind of hard to see the ground if you don't have any lights anyways. But anyways, we're just coming down here. We're at our altitude is at 9,000. We're slowing ourselves down, trying to get our descent down. We're at 40, well, going up to 50 ms. We are coming down, and we are just getting ready to decouple the last stage here. We're just kind of trying to get our trajectory right, that way it doesn't hit the Explorer. Alright, we're just making our final burn. Okay, and there we go. Alright, now we're just gonna get it down to 10. Make sure we have a slow burn. And then we're gonna be oh, there we go, we decoupled. Okay, our landing legs are out. Alrighty, and here we go. Trying to get this thing, we got to get it pointing the right way. So I'm just trying to figure out that real quick. Okay, oh, alright. Pointing, I got myself pointing towards the Explorer base. So, and we're coming down at 11 meters per second, so kind of slow for a descent. So, but yeah, we're just coming down and just making sure that we're kind of stepping in. I'm slowing down, and then I thrust forward, and then it goes down again. I'm just I call it stepping in. That's how I kind of come down and land on things. Give you guys a little tip. Just make sure that you guys kind of get some practice in doing this kind of thing, walking your rocket in, because all you're doing is burning forward, and then your trajectory will change. It'll go more forward, and and once you hit the brakes, it'll just gonna come down. So and that's what we're doing right here. So I'm not too sure if the landing lights are even gonna work or not, but yeah, Hopefully they do, because I don't want to wreck. Alright, our altitude is at 42, or well 41 now. It's going to be at 4,000 meters above. So now we're just burning, trying to get our butts over there closer to the explorer base. So trying to make our landing, you know. Just trying to get everything done anyways. Alrighty, and we're at 3,800 meters above, and there we go. Whew, took us a little bit to get here. Kind of talking, I don't know, talking too dang fast, I guess. Trying to keep up with the video, folks. But anyways, here we are. This is the explorer base. Took me a little while to build this thing, so kind of proud of this little base. It's got everything there. So first base I built. So alright, now we're just coming down and trying to land here without hitting anything. I'm probably gonna be sending a rover over here, so a rover to this base. So, but anyways, here's the nebula lander coming down to the explorer base. Okay, we're at 2. Geez, we're coming in pretty slow. So, alrighty, here we go. And if you guys get this right, this is how the landing should look. So, see how my lights ain't working? So I'm gonna have to land this thing manually. Okay, okay. Trying to land it manually is kind of hard without no lights. So, trying to get it right. Okay, and there we go. Thrust off. Once you touch the ground, thrust off. Whew. Alrighty. Dang. Alrighty. Now we're gonna be blasting off to home. So, alright, we're gonna be sending Kerman back home. So, alright, that's where we need to go. We're kind of pointing away, so we're just gonna point towards the Earth. So, or Kerbin. So, we're gonna be blasting off backwards, because we got to get back to the Earth. So we're gonna have to, whoa, wrong way. We're gonna be blasting off backwards. So trying to get out of here. All right, now we're gonna do the landing gear, and now we're gonna be going back to Kerbin. So okay, now to get away from the moon, you got to go at least 600 to 700 ms. I'm pushing it up to 700 because yeah, that's how you leave the moon. So we're just going up that way. We're at 300 already, pointing retrograde. So we're at 400. Alrighty, just need to get the orange circle. Alright, we're already in orbit. We're at 500 ms. Went up to 700 to leave the moon's sphere of influence. So okay, once we hit 7, and alright, there we go. Now we are back in Kerbin orbit, I'll call it, I guess. Kerbin orbit. And once we still got plenty of fuel in this thing, so you guys should have enough. If you build this rocket, you should have enough for everything, if you do everything right. Okay, now we're going to be fast forwarding out to the orbit, because it takes a while to do all this stuff. So fast forwarding to the orbit. Okay, got it. Alright, now we're going to be facing retrograde. We gotta be, yeah, burn retrograde. That way we can make our circle a bit lower. See how I'm doing that? Alright, this is how you're gonna get back to the Kerbin and make a landing. So we're at 3 million, 2 million. Alright, come on, 1 million. Alright, here we go. We're coming in. Alright, we're at 705,006. Come on, gotta get it down to below 100,000. So we're going to be doing an air brake assist, so that way, I don't know, we slow down a little bit quicker. Alrighty, so our periaps, or Apple apps, wherever the heck it's at, is at 54,379 meters. So that should be enough aerodynamic braking to slow us down, and you know, that way we can make a landing. So that should be good. So I gotta point, well, I guess is that not retrograde, the other one. But anyways, we're coming in. Here we go. Here's alright, there we go. Pointing. Alright, retrograde. Alright. And whenever we come in, we're going to be pointing retrograde. Keep your spacecraft pointing at retrograde. That way, if anything happens, it happens to the engine first. Because if it happens to the command module first, boom, you're done for. Okay, here we are. We got our orbit coming back into Kerbin. And, you know, by this time, you're probably smiling. If you make it this far, you'll probably be smiling. Because I know I was the first time I made it back from the moon. I had a big old grin on my face. But anyways, we're coming in. Alright, our speed's kind of gaining, but don't worry about your speed. Just make sure you're pointing retrograde. And we're going to be burning a little bit more. Try to get our periaps down. Okay, 70, 50, yeah, about 47. So, we're going to be coming into Earth here. Alright, here we are. Okay, we're still pointing retrograde. Keep it locked on retrograde. Alright, there we go. 20. Oh, there it is. Alright, now we got our... There we are. There's our landing. You don't want to be coming in too straightforward. You know, kind of have like a soft landing like this. That way you can kind of skim through the air. You know, because if you come straight down, man, you're going to... Yeah, you better have enough fuel to stop yourself. Because if you're going past 3,000 ms coming into Earth, you're gonna burn up or you're gonna hit the ground because it's just way too fast. See, right now I'm already going 2,700, and I was lucky. So make sure you kind of have like a shallow, you know, kind of a shallow descent. All right, we're just burning up. Got the engine maxed out, trying to slow us down. Probably slow us down to maybe 2,400. That's what I'm thinking. So. Alright, there it is. Alright, decoupling, getting rid of that. And here we are, coming into Kerbin, where our altitude is pretty much around 20,000 meters. So, and 19, 18, 17. Alright, slowing down. Alright, 900 ms. The parachute should be deploying here shortly. So, there it is, folks. We did it. And that's how you get a rocket, or you build and that's how you build a rocket to get to the moon, and that's how you return from the moon. So hopefully you guys liked it. Right now I'm just messing with the parachutes, so oops, couldn't do really nothing much, but had to mess with the parachutes, you know. So alright, we're at 2,000. Okay, these two little drogue chutes will slow you down pretty good, so I highly recommend them. So alrighty, now we're coming down 1,300. Alright, deploying the big chute, and this is gonna slow us down. Yeah, so. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty good. So, oops, and then we landed. Alright, there we are. Okay, well, there it is, folks. If you guys get everything right, you should be doing this. Alright, thanks for watching. Have fun.